Today is the day that God told me to quit my job. I've been with this company for 14 years. As of lately, a lot of things have changed. And when I say lately, I mean post COVID, 2020 to present. And I really become very unhappy in my position. I've been praying about this, and today is the day that God told me to quit my job. Now, He told me a couple days ago that Monday was the day. And I want to tell you about that journey because I feel like a lot of times God tells us to do things and we rely on our own understanding. And we do think a lot of times that God is telling us that something's not for us as He allows frustration to continuously enter into the equation. For instance, for me, since 2020, every year I have been making less and less money in my job, which is frustrating. But the workload has steadily been increasing. And I was praying to God about finding a different position and wanting to be in something else. And I kept applying for jobs and wasn't getting far. I have 2 degrees in leadership, human resources, and then I also have a minor in communication. And you would think that it'd be easy, especially because I've been working for my company for so long and because I am in a leadership position within my company, that it would be easier for me to be able to get a new position. But nothing was coming through. Everything was either denial or no response at all. And I know that I'm not the only one in that boat. I know there's a lot of people who are experiencing that same thing. Um, but for me, it was frustrating, and I decided to just stop looking at it. And instead of like throwing applications out there, I decided to just start praying about, God, what do you have for me? If I'm supposed to be here, what am I supposed to be doing? God was providing for me. He was providing provision. And one thing about God is if He's going to give you something to do, He's going to provide provision. Yeah, God was already grooming me with my side hustle to make that my main, and I wasn't even really just I was just being obedient. And whole time God was allowing me to store things to the side for this moment right here. This moment I have enough income to sustain my household for at least 5 months, but every day I'm receiving enough that makes more money for me daily than I would in my 14-year position. I'm calm about it right now, but I was not calm about the process because I am so used to relying on this job. Again, I've been working there for 14 years. I've been working there longer than my kids have been alive. And for us, we've always known mommy as the provider, and I don't want to fall from not being a provider. And then too, one of the concerns that I've been having is I am a single mother. I am my children's sole uh, provider. So if this doesn't work, God, how am I going to provide for my children? Keeps reminding me verse after verse that He is my provider and that He has always been my provider. That it wasn't that job. It wasn't that side hustle. It definitely wasn't me. He was providing for me, and He'll continue to provide for me.